Welcome back everyone, and we're now going to be looking at long multiplication with two-digit numbers. And the first thing before we start is we're going to first see what is the difference between multiplying with one-digit numbers and then move on to two-digit numbers. So if you recap from the first video, we did an example like 46 times 3, right? Now 3 is just one digit. So when you are multiplying, you're only going to get one row of answers because you're only multiplying. The 46 is only getting multiplied by one number. So we're going to work out what is 6 times 3 and then the 4 times 3. Remember, we always start in the units column. So 6 times 3, we know is 18. Remember, we write the unit down and we carry the tens over. So we're going to write the 8 down and we're going to carry this 1 over to the next column. Then 4 times 3 we know is 12, and then we're going to add that 1 that we carried. That's going to give us 13. And to write 13, now you can see because there's no other numbers to multiply with, I'm just going to write the 13 as I see it, and the calculation has ended. My answer is 138. Right, let's look at now a different example. So now we're going to look at a two-digit number. Like for example, let's start off with, let's say 46 times, let's say 15. Okay. Now what this really means is we're going to get now two rows of answers. So first we're going to take the 46. Right, we're going to take the 46 and first we're going to multiply it with the 5. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to get one row of answer in here. Okay, here we're going to get our answer here. So the first row is going to give us what is 46 times 5. So we're going to first work out what is 46 times 5, and then in our second row we're then going to take the same 46 and we're going to multiply it by, this is not 1, remember that's a 10. So in the second row we're going to work out what is 46 times 10, because remember 15 is made up of a 10 and a 5. So 46 times 15 actually means 46 times the 5 and 46 times the 10, because this is 15 made up of 10 and 5. 10 plus 5 gives us 15. Okay, so first we're multiplying by the 5 and then we're going to multiply by the 10, and then we're going to add up our two answers, okay, at the end to give us a total. So let's go ahead with that. Okay, so the first row we're going to start 46 times 5. So let's start here. We always start in the units column. 6 times 5. So 6 times 5 we know is 30. So we're going to put the 0 down and carry the 3 over. So 0 down in the first column and carry the 3 over to the next column. Then 4 times 5 is 20. So 4 times 5 is 20. Plus the 3 we carried, it's going to give us 23. Okay, so we're going to get 23 here. So I'm going to write 23 because there are no other numbers to multiply with. So it's just 230. That means 46 times 5 will give us 230. Right, we're now going to go on to the second row, and in the second row, remember this is 46 times 10. So we're now going to work out, we're going to take 46 times 10. Now remember, when you multiply by 10, 10 has one 0. So all you have to do is put that 0 down in the last column here. And all we have to do is multiply by 1. What is 46 times 1? So 6 times 1 is 6. And 4 times 1 is 4. Because 46 times 1 is just 46, right? And then times 10, you know it's going to give us 460. And all we have to do is add these two rows up. So 0 plus 0 will give us 0. 6 plus 3 is 9, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So we're going to get 690. That's our final answer there. Right, and that's the difference between multiplying with a one-digit number like here, where you just get one row of answers, and multiplying with a 2-digit number here, like 15, and you're going to get 2 rows, and that's how we multiply with a 2-digit number. Okay, we're going to do one more example. So let's look at, let's try another example. Let's do that down here. Let's say we can try let's say 32 times 25. Okay, so we're going to look at now 32 times 25. Right, now in 32 times 25, so in the first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply with the 5, because 25 is made up of 20 and 5. So the first row, we're going to work out what is 32 times 5, right? What is 32 times the 5? And then in the second row, we're going to work out what is 32 times, remember this is 20, it's not 2, this is 25. So we're now going to work out what is 32 times 20. And then we're going to add those two answers up together to give us a total. Right, so let's start. Remember, we always start in the units column. So we're going to first work out what is 32 times 5. So starting here, 2 times 5, we know is 10. So we're going to put the 0 down, and we're going to carry the 1 to the next column. So 0 down, and we're going to carry the 1 here. Then 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 we know is 15. But we're going to carry it, add that 1, it's going to give us 16. So I'm going to write 16 as it is, because there are no other numbers to multiply, so we don't need to carry it over. Right, and so that means that 32 times 5 is 160. We're now going to move on to the second part, which is 32 times 20. Now 20 has a 0 at the end, so when you multiply with numbers that have a 0, just put that 0 down, and then all we have to do is say 32 times 2. So let's go. We're going to first say 2 times 2, which is 4, and then 3 times 2, which is 6. Right? So that means 32 times 20 is 640. Right? And we're now going to add these 2 rows up to give us our final answer. 0 plus 0 is 0, 6 plus 4 is 10, 0 carry 1, and 6 plus 1 is 7, plus that 1 is 8. So our answer is 800 here. Okay, and that's how you multiply with 2-digit numbers. I'm going to finish this video off. I'm going to leave you with one question to do on your own, and you can post your answer in the comments bar. I will check it. So let's see, maybe you can do this question. Let's say 38 times 23, and let's see what you get for your answer. I'm waiting for your response. So I'll see you in the next video.